What's up, y'all? Today I'm going to be installing the dual caliper setup on the E36. So basically I got the stock e-brake to work for the drift event, but honestly it was kind of shitty, so I ended up, there's a truck driving towards me and I feel awkward talking to a camera, but hydro e-brake setup. It's basically, so I got the Seems Legit Garage non-M setup, so it comes with the bracket that bolts straight onto like the hub or trailing arm. And then it comes with the new wilwood 2-piston brakes, and I got the aggressive pads. And then I ordered from Drift HQ, I got a ASD handbrake and the Drift HQ E36 hose kit. I'm fucking stoked to have the hydro handbrake because one, I've never had a hydro handbrake, and the stock handbrake just sucks. So this should work literally a million times better. Kinda not that stoked on the install. Shouldn't be too hard. The only part I'm worried about is the hose kit. The rest seems pretty self-explanatory. So yeah, let's get to it. I already got the interior all removed. I removed the under steering column like panel, and there's just a giant spider web under there, so that makes me a little bit nervous. But it doesn't look like there are any active spiders, which is good. But I always love little surprises like that. So basically I gotta cut the carpet back a little bit. One thing I noticed, I watched a few videos before I like dug into it, and on mine I have this bolt that pops up right here, this bolt right here, and I didn't see that on anybody else's, which is strange. I don't even know what that's for. There was like a ground on it, but it's strange because it seems like studded in the chassis, so hopefully I don't have to like cut that because that would be fucking annoying. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the carpet back so we can get a better fit. Alright, so I was finally able to take that little stud out, and I just fucking vice gripped it and just yanked it out. Luckily it came out pretty good. It's just like sheet metal weld, so it came out pretty easy. So now I should be able to drill the holes for the bracket, and then there's a ton of room on the bottom where you can just put the knots on there. It shouldn't be too bad. I'm just gonna go ahead and remove the stock handbrake because I don't think you can use it with the dual caliper Seems Legit Garage setup. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove that right now. It just rained here in Arizona, and there's legitimately probably 20 mosquitoes like just floating around in the fucking interior. It's actually absurd. It's kind of horrific. Yeah, I'm kind of horrified. Back what I said, there's literally probably like 100 in there. Like, it's actually fucking disgusting. I'm like so uncomfortable just being in there for longer than like 2 seconds, but I'm not gonna be a pussy boy. Oh my god, I'm really being fucking bullied right now. Oh my god. This is fucking nuts. Jesus Christ. Bro. Oh my god. I can't. I literally can't. At the war zone, got all the holes drilled. I think I got 10 new mosquito bites on my ankles. Feels very itchy, but I'm gonna mount the handbrake onto the mount right now, so that way when I put the mount on I don't have to mess with the handbrake. It'll just be on there. Alright, so I took a little dinner break, and my dad went and got this mosquito, I don't know what the fuck it is, but it's fucking magic because there's no mosquitoes. I'm no longer afraid to be in the garage. But I've got the handbrake all mounted up. It feels really solid. So now I am going to bolt it down, but first I'm just going to make sure and check that I can still put the shifter in reverse. Alright, so I finally got it in here. It feels super fucking solid, like this shit is never moving. I just had my dad hold the Allen keys on top while I just zap the bottom bolts in. Yeah, it's in there really good. So now I'm going to start working on the lines. Alrighty, so I've kind of got an idea basically how I want to run the lines, but my problem is on my car I basically have this block off plate, so I can't get to the rear seats, so I'm probably going to have to drill out or hit out all these rivets so I can access the rear seat, because it looks like the gas tank is probably below the rear seat, so I don't want to be drilling through that. And it looks like the way the lines are made, it should go through the trunk. So yeah, I'm gonna try and hit these rivets up. Alright, what's up? I just want to give you guys a little update as to where I'm at. So I don't have the entire hose line finished, but I've basically figured out how I'm gonna run everything. So here's at the master, I've got a banjo fitting, and then I've got this just like a hose clamp to hold the hose down. I got this from Home Depot, and I just had to drill it out a little bit in order to make it big enough for that hole, or for the bolt. And then back here I've just drilled a hole on each side for the bulkhead fittings, for these, for the focus. Basically I just plop that right down there. Then I've ran the lines from the master, and then it tees off in the back seat, and then I've got these on each side, and then this will go into the bulkhead fitting, and then these ones will go from the bulkhead fitting over to the actual caliper. So I'm gonna get that set up. I also went to Home Depot while I was there grabbing the rubber hose clamp thing. I went ahead and got some spanner wrenches, which is very fancy for me because I've just never had spanner wrenches or flare nut wrenches, whatever it is. It's flare nut wrenches. But these ones have more sides, so you're not slipping off of the bolt. It's especially good for like hoses like this. So yeah, now I won't be fucking up the lines. Alrighty, so I've got all of the old brake stuff off, the old handbrake shoes and stuff. I've gotten really good at it because I did it like 8 times trying to get the stupid shoes to work, and they never did because they're shitty and you shouldn't do it, and you should just buy a legitimate setup. But alas, I've got to pull the brake dust covered thing, whatever it's called, off. I really don't want to use power tools because that's just annoying and loud and gross, and then I got to bring the cord back out. So I'm gonna try this Stanley sharp tooth saw. It says it works on all wood types, and this is just basically just really hard solid steel wood, so it shouldn't be a problem. Alright, so unfortunately my wood saw did not work very well, so I went to the store and got some metal shears. Ended up cutting my face. I don't know if it's probably just bleeding right now. I literally opened the shears in the car and just fucking smashed my face with them, so that was pretty tight. But luckily it's not that bad. It felt like I just fucking like punched a hole in my fucking lip, my chin. But I've got the back plate off, and now I have access to the back of the hub slash trailing arm, and the adapter should go right in here somewhere. Alright, what's up, y'all? So basically I've got both calipers on the right side. I haven't tested anything yet, but they're both on there all the way. I don't know if you can see, hopefully the frame rate's okay. And then on the left side I have the Wilwood caliper on, but I don't have the OEM one on. I'm just buttoning it up. But basically everything is all together. I just need to tighten everything up and then go ahead and put some brake fluid in and then bleed it, and we should be good to go. Hopefully I don't have any leaks. I'm kind of not sure how tight I'm supposed to make all of the brake lines. This is my first time kind of messing with stuff like this, but I watched the video and it seems like I have it pretty good and tight. I'm just kind of tightening it until the brake line kind of starts to move. That seems to be the right deal. I mentioned I added a little bit of rubber vacuum line and just cut it up and placed it onto the brake lines just so it doesn't wear through it, because it's kind of resting on the upper control arm a little bit. I don't think I should have any binding issues because the upper arm doesn't really move that much, just a little bit up and down. But yeah, I'll show you. Alright, we're finally about to have the car back on the ground after 3 whole days of working on this thing. But I've got high hopes. I've bled the hydro. It feels pretty solid, we're about to test it out. I'm about to drop the car down. I finally got a more solid exhaust solution. I just got like a metal hose clamp and wrapped it around the sway bar. I don't know if that's sketch or not, to be honest, but eventually I'd like to just go to an exhaust shop and have them make it something more solid, because this thing's got freaking holes in it just from slapping the ground so much. But as of right now, this should hold up. But yeah, that's that. I don't know if you can see that there. But yeah, that'll hold up enough at least for me to just go test this right now. It definitely works now, I'm pretty sure.